through all of what she's been through, this got another husband. Half of y'all can't even find a husband, and she got a husband that's willing to sit up there on trial and listen about how she got ran through and how she got her mouth pissed in. You know what women are saying online? In mass.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good man, Savannah. I'm going to speak to the guys, and I'm going to speak to all of the men that's watching this that got wives, that got girlfriends. That
You're being ridiculous.
I think that they're innocent. Let me tell you, big dog, she'll go.
I bet she won't.
I bet you she will. She's a femininity coach. And she say that she hold women accountable. He started to get uncomfortable because she started exposing herself as a chameleon. Now the simp is gonna start to come. I bet you she won't. Nigga, if she wouldn't, then she wouldn't be here in the first place. Nigga, send her over here for 48 hours. She gonna come back a different person.
YouTube, what's good? What's hood, man? It's your boy Vick Reacts. Bumming at you with a brand new video. Hey, man, today we got a banger, man. In this video, it's Anton Daniels for y'all live. It's should Cassie be held for the choices she made with Diddy? Now, if y'all been living under a rock, Diddy has been facing a lot of public scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? He a freak master, and he had a showcase show full of freaks. It came out in public, and he's gonna get charged for it. But this is what the video is about. Basically, Anton Daniels asked these women, should Cassie be held accountable for the choices she made with Diddy? And I want to see what they say. Y'all seen the intro, so I already know. If y'all fuck with the intro, be sure to like the video, because if I like the intro, y'all gonna like the video. Comment you got something to say about the video or me. Subscribe if you're new for the content, man. Without further ado, let's get into it.
The craziest thing about all of this is that Cassie's morality is now being plastered, and we understand and we can label her, right? We understand and we can label her as something, right? But she didn't do any of these things alone. So therefore, his character is just as bad as hers.
Yeah, he's a disgusting pig.
So that's why the point of her being there.
That's why he's on trial.
Can I ask you guys a question?
This stuff that she's saying is true or not.
Can I ask
He's
you
on
guys,
trial, and she's the character key witness. Her testimony.
Can I ask all of you guys a question? Do you guys think that all of this is unfurling about Cassie, and I'm finding out some stuff I didn't even know right now, but do you think that when she entered her relationship with Sean Combs at 2021, that she was always this way?
No.
What I'm saying is, and I'm getting to something here. So do you guys believe that maybe she was a little bit naive?
Green?
Yes. So you think so? I mean, so do you guys really think that at 21, 22, even probably have never experienced these things? I mean, like, you guys must really think she must have been whoring since she was like 15. I mean,
First,
no,
like,
I wouldn't say.
she not gonna be in that circle unless she been doing it. That's the thing. Like, she's not gonna be around it if she's not living it. He's not just going to a random place and just, hey, let me get you. No, she's around that field already.
It's not that.
Like, she's just barely of age.
No.
Do you think she came in, and Anton, I would love to hear you. Do you think she came into the relationship wanting to do those things and like volunteering herself and saying, yeah. Do you think at like her young age, that's what she wanted?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like if you watch the video of Me and You, she was already kind of sexual, I think. I don't know what went on in her life before that, but the video, the lyrics, and this was way before
I just don't think that you live enough years to have that kind of experience to even know these things.
I knew women that was getting trains ran on them in high school. I don't know where y'all been at. I don't know what's going on.
Trains are different than drugs and prostitutes.
Let me tell you something.
It's not that
crazy out there.
I knew chicks that was getting trains ran on them in high school. I don't know what y'all talking about.
And what were those girls' backgrounds like? If you were to peek into their home lives, were they like loved and everything was great, and they just
I never listen. Let me tell you something. My homeboys never told me about whether or not they met their parents or not.
To Cassie came from 2-parent household.
Yeah,
and they were raised in Connecticut. I think she was very, very green. She said that Diddy taught her to suck dick. So I think she was very, very green.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, no, but that doesn't excuse her choices for 11 years.
I'm not,
and it doesn't mean that she.
What I'm saying is that there seems to be a progression of depravity, right?
Everybody is green until they not pink.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that like
Potter.
Yeah. So what I'm saying
everybody is green until they not.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just don't think that you live enough years to have experience with, having sex with prostitutes, having tons of parties, all kinds of drugs. Like when I was 20, 21, like I stopped playing with Barbies when I was 13. So you do the math there.
That's
like,
you.
I'm just having a hard time
Stop
believing
comparing
that
yourself to other people. That's when you too old to be still comparing yourself to other people.
somebody that young could be
way
that
too old to be doing that.
sophisticated, and that Diddy was not somehow, as being almost old enough to be her father, have some involvement in the influence of her. That's it.
Look, let me say this.
Hold on. How many times have you want to be in the music industry? You wasn't trying to be in the music industry either. How many times have we heard of these chicks? Come on, Pink, you can't be this naive.
No, I do, but I also have 4 children. So I'm coming at it from like maybe just a mom. Like I'm not just being so quick to be like that, because I also remember when I was 19 and how truly naive I was. Like the things that, people could tell me that I would believe. I had both my.
How are we still going back and talking about that when we know it's been 11 years? It don't matter how you first got into it. She could have decided at any time that she wanted to stop and left. She left eventually, right? So she could have been left.
My parents.
So Anton, if somebody is a bad person,
so it was like,
I have a question. If somebody is a bad person, do they deserve a crime to happen to them?
No.
We're talking about Cassie's morals here. So if Cassie,
no,
you're
talking about the fact that she was busting it down for a real one. What you talking about?
That's you thinking she's a bad person. That's you thinking she's a whore. Does that?
That means that you're
bad to happen.
Bad things happen to bad people.
No.
Bad things happen to bad people.
That means
all y'all
That's not true.
All y'all telling me,
we all deserve to go to jail.
At the end of the day, all y'all telling me is that y'all are part of the sisterhood. That's what it really comes down to.
So look, let me address what.
This is an adult accountability thing.
At the end of the day, what you're telling me is that when it comes to the actually really holding people accountable, we only hold women accountable based off of words. Bad girl, you're bad. Don't do that again. Don't have children out of wedlock. Don't do this. Don't do that. That's how we hold women accountable. When it actually comes to, because see, equal means equal across the board.
And put
That's what feminism has given us. Feminism said that y'all wanted equal. You know what y'all advocate against, though? Equal when it comes to consequences. Then this is why you see women advocate for equal pay, equal rights, but at the same time, they'll advocate against updating family court laws. This is why you'll see women commit crimes, but on a regular basis, they'll never be charged in the same way that a man is. They'll never serve the same sentences. They'll never be prosecuted. They'll never, ever let their feet touch the ground. We're always going to treat women with kid gloves, especially if they're pretty. Especially if they're pretty, especially if they're pregnant. The sister code is going to save them. Well, you know what? But why? Well, wait, did she have a father in her life? Anybody
why does it even matter?
A father in his life.
Period.
I'm not sure. Okay, can I just ask Anton, like, what do you expect?
Nobody cares about Diddy his upbringing. Nobody gives a fuck. Don't nobody care. If he had been touched when he was younger, that's cool. But nigga, you an adult now. Fix your motherfucking life. That's no excuse. But when it's a woman, oh my God.
I know, I'm just wondering, when you say accountability, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want to happen? What?
Can I just address what Pink Pill was saying earlier? Because I love the fact how she was saying when she was 19 and when she was 20. You got to understand, you came up in a completely different generation. You said you're Generation X, right?
Yeah.
Generation Z, right? Millennial, right? I'm a millennial. And I'm pretty sure there's a few other millennials. There may be a few other millennials on here. But the way we were coming out and the way we were brought up is completely different than the way you saw things. So trust me, it is not far-fetched for Cassie to be busting it down for a real one and a not so real one.
You know what I learned tonight? All women, all of them are on the table. There is no woman that you cannot get. There is no morality code that she will not abide by, that she will abide by. Every woman has a price. That's what I learned tonight. Because they don't believe it. They don't believe it.
What do you mean price?
I don't give a fuck about
Sweeping generalization.
I don't care about y'all protesting. I don't care about y'all fake getting upset. I know that every last woman on the face of this fucking earth has a price.
I think every man has
why they have a price is because they want the lifestyle, and it's always going to be a price that's attached to it. They willing to pay it, and they don't believe that they'll ever have to be held accountable for it. One of the reasons why you see some guys,
right and wrong.
one of the reasons why you see men, and they're willing to hold what, you know what? Some men are willing to cross it and just take a chance. Other men is like, you know what? That's just too big of a price to pay. Because we know for a fact that if we get caught, it's over. It's over. There is no coming back. Ain't no plan B. You going to jail, or you going to die, or you going to get whatever. You're going to be held accountable. You're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your money. You're going to lose your income. You're going to lose everything. Women inherently in the back of their mind, they know that they can recover from it. And so the price is always easier to justify. And you know you can get away with it. It's almost like, look, I'll give you an example. Through all of what she's been through, this bitch got another husband. Half of y'all can't even fucking find a husband. And she got a husband that's willing to sit up there on trial and listen about how she got ran through and how she got her mouth pissed in.
But that's not, I mean,
you know what women are saying online? You know what women are saying online? In mass. That's a good man, Savannah. Lord, bless that type of love to attack me. Instead of saying, what the fuck is this bitch doing getting her mouth pissed in? At some point she had to say, you know what? I don't like the taste of pee. But instead of us having
that's not a criminal offense. You're conflating a lot of different things. You're conflating a lot of different things.
You want women to be held to the same standard as men.
Conversation of why she like pee. We're having a conversation about the character witnesses that is coming up to establish whether or not Diddy is the culprit. No accountability whatsoever. I don't believe it. I believe that any woman that I want, I can get her now.
But being kinky is not a crime.
You've given us the understanding to be careful of the type of woman that we go after, but at the same time, understand that they all got a price.
Anton, you serve such contradiction.
Every human got a price, period. I ain't gonna lie. Every human got a price, period. Every human would do anything imaginable in the book ever, but it gotta be for a right price. And I'm talking about every human. I don't give a fuck who you is. Every human got a price. But what he's saying is completely true, though. I have not seen no women, none, like, in over the whole days, it's been 10 days, did he be on trial for this? A lot of stuff has came out that Cassie did. I haven't heard not one woman say, why was Cassie doing that? You know what I'm saying? For every action, there is a reason why. Even if it's a good thing, even if it's a bad thing, they have their own reason why they did it. Nobody asking, why did Cassie do it?
so funny to me. Do you want women to be held to the same standard as men for the sake of equality? Would you like that?
I don't give a fuck.
That's what it should be.
But this is your perspective. This is what you're
I don't
saying.
give a fuck no more because I
a
believe
whole stance about it.
you
So
can't
I'm asking
hold
you a question. You can't answer the
hold.
question.
Listen. If God couldn't hold Eve accountable, what makes you think that y'all gonna listen to me?
This was about desire. Would you desire women
God
to
couldn't
be held to
convince
the
Eve
same? You're
not
avoiding my
eat from the-
question.
not
You're avoiding
I
my
know you
question.
didn't
Well,
say that.
wait,
God
wait,
absolutely
no,
did
God
hold Eve
told
accountable.
Adam.
God, Adam,
Don't play
Eve,
into the
that's what I'm
semantics,
eating.
God
guys.
couldn't
The
convince
question is,
Eve
do
to
you
shut
want
the
women
fuck
to be
up
held to the
for
same
5
standard
seconds.
as
You
men?
know what Eve did?
No, you don't. You always say you
it-
don't.
all it
But
cost,
now you're advocating for it.
all it cost
Now
was
you
a little
want it.
serpent,
But when
a
it's
little
about
serpent and a
submission
little
and when it's
fruit,
about
a little
relationships, you
serpent
don't
and a
want
little
it
fruit,
there.
and she blessed
But
the
that's
cow for a real one.
this is the thing.
If you believe,
Anton, you got to stop contradicting yourself.
if
You have to
you
stop doing
believe,
that.
no. This has nothing to
You
do with
always do
contradiction.
that.
This don't have nothing to do with contradiction. Listen,
Okay.
for all of the men that's with y'all, please tell them not to listen to this show no more.
Anton, you don't have to
Because-
advise our men. It doesn't
Tell them
matter.
don't listen to this
That
show no more.
doesn't matter.
Because
That
I'm
doesn't
gonna
matter.
speak to the guys, and I'm gonna speak to all of the men that's watching this that got wives, that got girlfriends, that
You're
think
being
that
ridiculous.
they're innocent. Let me tell you, big dog, she'll go.
I bet she won't.
I bet you she will.
Who was that in the background, boy? You crazy? You over? Boy, ain't no way I'm over here listening. Boy, he in the background on the girl phone listening to the conversation, talking about I bet you won't. Boy, you know, hey, if only, bro, every real man know that they bitch don't go. Like, every real man know that a bitch they with might go. Every real man know this. So the fact that he said that show that he, yeah. But most of the men that be with these kind of women ain't real man, fool. And that's the thing you gotta understand, is that females bounce back from a relationship with a real man that was trying to hold them accountable, that was trying to make them responsible, that was trying to, you know what I'm saying, basically mature them into a lady. They leave men like that and get with fuckboys who don't really care about them, or fuckboys who think they real men, but they really simps. And they get with those men and think they really found something right. They found a man who gonna spoil them, who never gonna make them hold themselves accountable. They find men who let them do whatever they want to do, dress however they want to dress, and think they found the man. When in reality, them men really just not really real men, and they never gonna fulfill every need she got. That's why most of these women go out and cheat on those same men. Now, brother on the phone talking about, I bet she won't. She probably already have, buddy. And you would never know. Because you ain't the type to, hey, let me see your phone. You ain't that type. She the type to, let me see your phone whole time. So, you know, I want to just say one thing before I go back to the video. You see all these females laughing about this. They think it's funny. They not laughing at what bro said. They laughing at the guy for saying it.
See, that's your problem. You sitting there in the background trying to celebrate,
Y'all have a good night.
cheerleader. You sitting there in the background trying to be a cheerleader instead of get her off the fucking screen. Trying to be a cheerleader instead of
Oh, that was her. She got off that motherfucker because she knew. Like, don't make me call you out in front of the man that you with, because I will. The way that you talking about should we hold women to the same standard as men? No. Y'all not gonna live up to the standard of men. Y'all can't. We just want y'all to hold yourselves to the standard of that a woman should be. That's it. We don't want y'all to be men. What?
get her off the fucking screen. Because let me tell you what's really happening. Get her off the fucking screen.
It was an accident. She gonna come right back.
No, there wasn't no accident.
No, she said bye. She said bye.
Let me tell you what really happened. He started to get uncomfortable because she started exposing herself as a chameleon.
No,
That's
she
the
did
truth.
not.
No.
That is a man's wife.
See, he was watching the chat. And he realized that the chameleon was starting to come out. I'm fucking up the money because she's a femininity coach. And she say that she hold women accountable. No. See, I'm going to say the real. She's a femininity coach, She said that she hold women accountable, but all of that shit started to come apart because when you let a woman talk for long enough and you let her actually tell what she really believes, when you let her tell what she really believes, that shit started to come up. Now the simp is gonna start to come. I bet you she won't. Nigga, if she wouldn't, then she wouldn't be here in the first place. All of that shit that you talking, I don't believe it, dog. You're gonna have to show me. You're gonna have to show me. Nigga, send her over here for 48 hours. She gonna come back a different person. I promise you, nigga. I promise you on God. Everything is gonna be different. Everything, because she gonna see some shit that she ain't never seen before. Everything is gonna be different. Get her off the stream. You did the right thing, nigga. Get her off the stream. Get her off the fucking stream. Because all of that square shit you talking, that shit going out the window. Okay. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
But he not lying though. It's facts. Every human got a price, period. Men price usually be higher than women. But in regards to whatever it is, everybody got a price. And if a man willing to pay that, Cassie, every female on this thing will be a Cassie. If he wanted them, every woman on this thing, every woman that has something to say about Diddy, period, in the whole world. If Diddy wanted them in that same exact position, I promise you they would be in there swimming through the piss. Swimming. No cap.
Does Daylin or AC want to say anything before we go to the super chat? No.
All of that fake femininity shit. Nigga,
right.
With that shit, bro.
No. Okay, we gonna Lord of mercy. I like Ty. Okay. Let's start this.
Okay, it look like it's going to super chats. Hey, a little short little video. I hope it's been a banger. If y'all fuck with it, man, let me know in the comments below. I'll bring more of it. You know what I'm saying? 3 vids on the screen right now. It's been your boy Vick, and I appreciate you just tuning in. And when I say she gonna be swimming in that pit fire, she gonna be swimming in that. Everything she was doing, nigga, she try to go stupid OC. Whatever make you happy, daddy. Looking at. She'll be chill out, boy. It's been your boy Vick. I appreciate you for tuning in. Like I said, 3 videos on the screen right now, man. Be sure to click one Instagram, Twitter, Twitch at the top. Be sure to tune in my other socials so I can be tuning in with you, man. Yeah. Peace. Stay up and be blessed. Have a good one, man.